I don't know who you are, but I do know one thing. You know how to track animals, and you've proven it in this video. And those footprints were obviously not faked, and the creature that you photographed was not hoaxed. In fact, all I can do is commend you on what you've managed to record, because there have been trackers for I don't know, for years now, who've been trying to get what you've managed to record, you know, in your own back garden, so to speak. No, you should be highly commended and praised on the fact that you were able to record such an amazing video clip. I myself have had several experiences with paranormal, and on one occasion I think I may have even, well, actually there was three, but there was one in particular that involved my brother and me, in Missouri, where we think we had a run-in with a Bigfoot. We were kids then, but I managed to hear the footprints on one of the Bigfoot research sites, and I recognized them straight away. Yeah, I think from looking at the footprints and having done research on the creature from specialists on the subject who have plastercasts of the footprints, I know for a fact that what you recorded is genuine and authentic, and I think that's why I'm giving it a video response, because it's more worthy of a video response than a text response. And I hope you are able to be brave enough to get more evidence so the creature can be protected, because Gigantopithecus is it needs to be protected, and it needs to be better understood. Obviously, it had no intention to harm you or cause you harm in any way. That's my dog. It didn't, you know, they are reported to be quite shy around humans. Hold on a second, let me get my dog sorted out. Come on, Tony. Tony, come here. And they are reported to be quite shy, and they only time they just, Dolly, calm down. The only time, come in. The only time they're known to respond negatively to any humans is when they feel threatened, and they obviously didn't feel threatened by your presence. So yeah, I think you've got a good chance of getting some more video evidence of the creature, and like with any other wildlife, it gets to know you, it'll get closer to you. My husband and I used to work with wildlife for a time, and we know for a fact once the animals get to know you, they get to trust you, it's easier to interact with them. So maybe over time you might be the first person to get close enough to a Bigfoot to actually get a good shot of it, because as with all animals in the wild, once they know they're not threatened, they will interact. You know, I don't know, probably taking some food to it or something, leaving some food for it somewhere, that might help. Once you know what their diet is, just, you know, to help, especially in the wintertime when food is a little bit scarce on the ground. And that might, you know, you might be able to interact, but what I would do is I would definitely I wouldn't give the location of where you got the evidence, because the creature does need protecting. But yeah, I would, if it was me, I would try to interact with it. And this is someone who's, you know, part of me would be scared to interact with it, but because I've done the research on them, I have found that people are afraid of them because it's something they don't understand, but they're quite timid, like I said, unless they're attacked. And, well, if someone attacked you, most people will naturally defend themselves, so why, this creature's the same. So, yeah, I would try to interact with it and get closer to it, but obviously do it slowly and don't approach it too quickly. And see what happens, because I really like to see more of your videos. Because I really think what you've got here is something that's 100% genuine, and you, like I said, you managed to do something that professionals have tried doing for years and years, and they haven't managed to do. And if anyone is going to get the evidence to protect this creature, you seem to be the one, because you know your tracks, you know your trackings. You obviously are familiar with the wildlife in the area. You're familiar with the area. You're familiar with what's in it. If anyone's going to be able to get close enough to the creature to prove once and for all that it's real and it needs protecting, you're the one to do it. So I've subscribed to you, and I'm going to be looking out for it. But whatever you do, please be careful. Don't approach it too quickly in case it thinks that you're coming after it. But I think because like I said, my husband and I used to work with wildlife, but swans was the ones we used to deal with. People were terrified of swans, but they got to know us because we approached them slowly, and they saw us. We were there frequently. We had food for them, and that's how they got to know us. And they knew we were there to protect them, not to harm them. And that's the same with Sasquatch, really. I mean, it's a hominid, but he lives in the wild, so he's not going to know what your intentions are. If you approach him, and you approach him gently, well, that's like our dog. She was wild when we found her on the street. She was vicious, and now she's as tame as anything. And it just requires a little bit of patience. Oh, she's desperate. Yeah, I know. And okay, give me a kiss, are you? You wouldn't think she'd been left astray and gone feral on the street. We got it out of her. Just through a lot of TLC and patience. Same with this creature that you found. With time, you may be the one, like I said, that gets the evidence to protect it once and for all. So good luck to you.